Arthur's hero. One morning, Hero and Arthur were at the yard when the Fat Controller arrived. He had important news.
Today,
said the Fat Controller,
I want you two to take some coal to the docks, and remember to keep on huffing and puffing and never stop.
Yes, sir, said the two engines, and with that, Hero and Arthur puffed away. Arthur and Hero had already found the trucks, but Hero was already coupled to them, and Arthur was Hero's back engine. And at last, the two set off. During the journey, Hero kept on pumping his pistons without stopping, but Arthur wanted to stop. I want to stop, he said. I'm tired. You must never stop, Arthur, said Hero. I'm the master of the railway. Must always keep on pumping your pistons and never stop. But Arthur did not like that idea at all. He was so tired out. The two engines had enough steam, and Arthur could not stop. He wanted to. Just then they stopped at the Signet area to go to the docks. To go to the docks. The two engines were full of bad steam. Just then, Mighty Mac crawled past, pulling some empty coal trucks. Oh dear, he said. Looks like you have some bad coal that have arrived today. Bad coal? Said Arthur. That's right, said Mighty Mac. I'm getting some fresh coal to replace it, he said, and Mighty Mac puffed away. Maybe we should go back, said Arthur, and get the new coal. This is serious. I don't find this serious, Arthur, said Hero. We can huff and puff. We can still run on this coal. And then they were out of the Signet area. Hero never stopped, but Arthur did want to stop right now. They carried on together. Hero was still continuing, but Arthur wanted to stop. Poor Arthur was very tired, but he knows it was for his exercise. The two made it up Gordon's Hill, but it was steep, and they both managed to go up. Hero was ready. We're up Gordon's Hill now, he said. I know, said Arthur. The two engines were continuing along their way, but they knew it was very steep and very tough. Hero and Arthur both continued. At last, they made it to the docks, and the coal itself was delivered. The Fat Controller was very pleased. Well done, all of you, he said. Now you must all get some stones from the quarry and take it to the docks, as well as the coal. And remember to keep on pumping your pistons without stopping. Yes, sir, said the two engines, and with that, they left the coal at the docks and went to the quarry instead. At last, Arthur and Hero found the stone trucks. They were coupled to them together, and they were out of the quarry. Now remember, said Hero, keep on pumping your pistons, and do not stop, Arthur. I know, said Arthur. I know what to do. Arthur was ready. but he knew he had to, but for himself, he knew he wanted to wait for the new coal to arrive. Hero carried on. When they made it up Gordon's Hill, Hero couldn't stop. But Hero slowed down. He ground to a halt and stopped. Hero, said Arthur. Don't stop, remember? I can't carry on, said Hero. I'm out of coal. You were right, Arthur. I guess we should have waited for the new coal to arrive. This is all my fault. Arthur knew that wasn't true. I know I was right at first, Hero, said Arthur, but I can help you. Thank you, Arthur, said Hero. And at last, Arthur kept on pumping his pistons. He never stopped, and at last, he pushed Hero up the hill, and the two were finally making it to the docks. They hurried together, and they never kept on stopping. And Arthur still kept on pumping his pistons, and he never stopped. Hero was very impressed. The two engines were at the dock, were almost at the dock, and they couldn't wait to go. Together they both smiled, and Arthur continued on till the end. He hurried and hurried, and at last they went through the bumpy track, and they've made it just in time to the docks. The Fat Controller was very pleased. Well done, all of you, he said. You both have been really useful today. Thank you, sir, said Hero. I wouldn't have made it if Arthur wasn't here. I wouldn't have made it. He helped me up Gordon's Hill when I broke down. Arthur smiled. I'm very proud of you all. And with that, the two engines smiled happily.